What's up? It's Camille, just being me. What does that mean? It means I do what I normally do. I watch what I normally watch, and I record it because I needed a fucking hobby. And tonight we're moving straight into episode 2 of Fight Night Million Dollar Heist. Now, episode 1 was really about introducing the characters and setting everything up. So we left off with Chicken and all of the mob guys. They just arrived at the fight. They confronted Javi about telling Chicken he needs to give him 50% of his earnings from the party. It didn't actually go that well, but we'll get back into that. And then Viv was at the party. People were arriving. It was going good. And the robbers had just got to the front door. But before we get into any of that, we actually have a flashback. Yeah, I was wondering what was up with that. Do they know each other? Okay, we're about to find out.
Arresting officers never show up to these things. I can't miss the birth of my child.
So Chicken, he got picked up on this drug charge. His lawyer is assuring him, hey, you're going to be just fine because the arresting officers, they never show up for these types of things. Well, never mind. Ah, okay.
Defendant is sentenced to 2 years at Forsyth labor camp. Now get this hoodlum out of my courtroom.
As you can see, things kind of went left. He ended up doing some time in jail. That's why him and JD don't like each other. Back at the party. It's pure chaos. Damn.
But I assure you, we ain't here to hurt nobody. You just here for the money.
So they split them into 2 different groups. They put most of the people downstairs in the basement, but they keep another group upstairs, and they have an assignment.
So y'all got one job. To make this here look like the foxiest party all year.
I wouldn't have no control over my body in this situation. I would look like that chick from Seinfeld. She was like,
how the fuck we supposed to act like we partying?
that's what I'm saying. How are you supposed to be in front of a window and dance and act like you having a good time with all this going on? Like, I feel like even if I wanted to do it, I wouldn't be able to, and I'd end up getting shot.
Negro communion.
So we flash back again to 2 weeks before now to see how this whole thing got set up. We learned that Emerson, the guy from episode 1 that was supposed to be throwing the party, well, he went and met with his little army buddy, Mac, and approached him about this job. Well, Mac, he's trying to live a legitimate life, and he immediately turns it down.
Looking for some extra bread.
And I got an early morning tomorrow, Dorsey.
But literally 5 seconds later.
How much?
20K.
Who we robbing?
It didn't take him much convincing, did it? So they get right to work with gathering a team. First up is Willie. Holy shit.
Willie Black, this is Mac. Mac,
huh? Your mama ain't love you, nigga. She named you after hamburger stand.
get your simple ass in this van.
We actually saw him and Mac in episode 1. They were the painters.
Where y'all going?
Oh, we the painters, man. We just came here to drop off some paint.
There was so much going on in the house and so many people in and out that they were basically able to walk around and figure out an entire game plan without anybody being suspicious. But then we meet this guy.
Y'all motherfuckers get home safe now, yeah?
This guy, I guess he's the driver. Baby Ray.
Baby Ray can spot the fuzz from the moon.
And this kid.
Give it back now.
Motherfucker.
There's one final missing piece. A woman.
What you want, Mac?
2 minutes. That's all I need.
I wouldn't brag about that.
For real. At first, she's like, hell nah.
Man, I told y'all she not finna go for it. Now she finna tell my mama.
You damn right. I'm gonna call Auntie on my next break.
But she also doesn't actually need very much convincing. She's kind of in right away.
What time's the meeting?
So the team gets together to come up with their plan. He about to etch a sketch it for real. Y'all couldn't find no paper.
Chicken Man's one of the smartest hustlers in Atlanta, but he has a weakness: hot women.
Hey, girl.
Your name gone? We must have dropped you back there.
That was a good move. We get to see a little bit more of Mac's motivation on why he's doing this job, even though he really doesn't want to.
Look, I got a right to see my daughter, Charmaine.
Well, you can take it up with the judge, and I'm sure he'll have a good laugh when he see your record.
So after the crew is set and the plan is all put together, Emerson is out of there.
All right, brother. I'm on the last flight out to LaGuardia. I know my work here is done.
And now for the main event.
Back to the fight, Chicken runs into a problem.
Man, Frank ain't coming.
What you mean Frank ain't coming? Hold on now.
He in a mood, a bad mood.
He's like, I'll be damned. I spent all this money. Y'all better come to this party. Apparently, Frank is in a bad mood because he was trying to do this deal or build a house or something like that, and it fell through because of the zoning and development department. So Chicken, rightfully desperate, gets his friend from the State Department, the janitor, and gets him in a suit and has him pretend to be somebody from the zoning department.
Okay, when I introduce you, what you gonna say?
I'm the senator's right-hand man.
Frank, really, really good friend of mine. This is my man here, Sullivan Cole. He worked down at that State Department.
He's trying some real cartoon character shit right here to try to get Frank to come to this party, but he almost gets away with it until...
I'll tell you something, this is the best damn janitor in the whole state of Georgia.
Time to go.
Told you need to yank his ass out of there. Now, just really fast, JD, the detective, and Ollie, Ollie's fighting. JD doesn't have like a big storyline in this episode. He has a few crowd issues, but nothing major. Ollie eventually comes through and he wins the fight after everybody doubted him.
Technical knockout at the end of the third round.
Ali, Mumbai, Ali, Mumbai. And seeing him win this fight made JD very emotional, and he gained this newfound respect for him.
I never imagined how much that might have meant to this moment right here.
That's all that really happens there. Chicken leaves the fight dejected and embarrassed. He spent all his money and spent all this time getting this party together, and now Frank ain't coming. And even worse, Frank ain't gonna talk to him after this shit. But this is Chicken, and for some reason, for this man, things tend to go from bad to worse.
Cock-a-doodle-doo, Chicken Man. Let's take a ride.
Chicken gets snatched up for the second time. They tie him up and take him out to the middle of nowhere.
That's the same shit that's about to happen to your ass, nigga.
But he's not alone.
Oh, shit, Javi.
This man was gonna rob us, Chicken.
If Javi would have just kept his mouth shut in episode 1, he might be in a better position right now, but goddamn. So after murdering Javi, they turn their attention to Chicken and the bullshit that he tried to pull earlier with the janitor in the State Department thing.
Get a second with you to give you my pitch. That's all I'm trying to do, Frank.
Throw your best shit.
So Chicken has to pitch for his life.
You want a liquor license? Well, guess what? Alvin Harris, his driver. I played pool with his driver on Wednesday. I know folk.
Good thing Chicken is quick on his feet because he does a damn good job. Frank goes from like almost double murder
I feel like letting my hair down.
to wanting to party.
Yeah, I know a place.
Now, the way that the robbers were dealing with the party goers, like before they would get to the door and like be all welcoming, the girl that answered the door, she's not part of this.
Come on in.
Tell me twice, baby. It's a robbery. Oh, shit.
There's another girl, Lena, I think her name is. She's part of it. But this girl, she's being forced to do this. But she opens the door and she's all like, come on in, sugar. And then they ambush him and then they throw him down in the basement. So there's been people, steadily coming to this party the entire time. So when Chicken and Frank show up, the robbers wait till the whole entire group gets inside and then they ambush them. How's this gonna go? They've been dancing for hours.
I guarantee you. It's a fucking robbery. Move and you're fucking dead. Now, hold on, nigga.
He's like, I didn't do this. I didn't do this, I promise. And that's the end of episode 2. So I know I said in the beginning of the video I was probably going to put episode 2 and 3 together, but I'm having such a hard time getting episode 1 through copyright. I'm going to go ahead and leave this one as a shorter video and see if I have an easier time. So just be on the lookout for episode 3. They're just going to be separate videos. If you made it this far, there had to be something that you liked. And if so, please consider doing the YouTube things because I'd really appreciate it. The algorithm is not going to recommend my videos. So if you do want to follow along with this series, then please feel free to subscribe because that's probably the only way that you're going to know. Also, I will, at some point, we haven't set up a date yet, but at some point I will be talking about this with AJ and Chappelle over at the Kickback. So I'll put a link when that happens. So please check that out if you're watching these videos. I hope you're enjoying this series because I really am too. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.